than myself.
It's fine.
Right, so let me share my screen. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
So welcome to replatforming my rent account. Show and tell. This is being recorded. So today we're going to discuss, we're going to introduce the team, talk about the goal, give some background information on this project. We're going to go into some technical detail, then a demo, and lastly, questions. So the team. So myself, Sarah Donegan, I'm one of the new delivery managers. This is my first project at Hackney. Then we have Ibrahim Ali, he's our product owner. And then we have Luca from Digital and Richard and Wayne from Application Services. Now, the goal was to enable new users to register and gain full access to their rent account online. So with the current system, it was capped at 5,000 users, which meant unless you were already registered, you wouldn't be able to view your full account. So this was putting a strain on other services to support residents who needed that visibility. So our focus was to re-platform as quickly as possible. Now, some background. The long-term goal has been to move away from OutSystems, which currently supports my rent account and manager tenancy. So at the moment, as I said, it's capped at 5,000 users. It's got a hefty annual license cost of 68,000, and it's a low-code platform that requires some training. So without any plans to develop any further applications on this platform, the annual cost was not providing value for money, and it was decided to find a more economical solution. So as we started our journey 3 weeks ago, it was defined as a simple lift and shift, and the purpose was to build a new front end. When the need to re-platform was initially identified last year, the solution was to use React on Heroku. And fast forward to 2020, we're now moving away from that again due to the cost. So in line with the current strategy to streamline technical stack, we are now hosting on AWS. Technical detail. This is over to...
Well, I guess I could talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, from app support side, it was really interesting to get further into the different technologies and the tech stack that was used. Also on other projects, I'm kind of been exposed to manage my rent as well as manage a tenancy. So yeah, it's interesting. We had the use of Git to where the repo is, all the codes in there. Did a bit of knowledge sharing with Rich on how to set it all up, how to access the repo, how to clone it, and then obviously run it locally in an environment where you can play with and make changes and see what it does. From two sides of things, I saw it as there was a DevOps side, which was more configuration and the infrastructure where it's on, and then obviously the front end side, which is all the code and setting up mocks with Jest on trial test cases and stuff. Also exposing to Next.js, which was quite interesting on developing the pages, and I think Luca can get a bit more into that. I also wrote my first API, which was good, pulling the rent breakdown, obviously with a lot of help from Luca, but yeah, very, very good project to be on. I think that's it for me.
Yeah, we can cover more or less everything about the technical stack. We had few headaches because the current system is using four to five different API endpoints. So we had to mesh them together, and yeah, we brought some testing around APIs, and yeah, we did a couple of sessions of debugs in AWS, looking how to figure out if there is a problem online, if the server is returning some errors, 500. Yeah, I think it's pretty much it. We use, as Wayne said, serverless is like a way to build Next.js framework. So it's up to scale. So potentially, if we have, I don't know, a massive increase of user, everything should be scanning automatically in AWS, so we shouldn't worry about it. And yeah, pretty much it. Fortunately, we didn't have a lot of time to create any integration tests or improve the test coverage, but I think the code base at the moment is in a good state, and we can add features or improve, like, as I say, the code coverage or the exception handling in the near future.
Okay, so I'm going to
Hello,
start
all.
sharing my screen. There we
Hi,
go,
I'm
over to
Richard,
Richard.
the man that you can't see from Application Support Housing team. I'm just going to do a demo on the new service, so bear with me. I'm going to start presenting now. Can everybody hear me? Yeah, just give me a thumbs up. Am I clear? Cool.
Good.
Hopefully everyone can see my screen. Can everyone see my screen, guys? Yeah?
Yep.
Cool. All right, I'm going to start the demo yet. So this is the My Rent account homepage. So for a customer, yeah, to see your basic details, the customer would need their payment reference number and their postcode. One small change we have done on this first page is this used to say make a payment. We've changed that button to view account as requested by the product owner, Ibrahim. So once the customers enter those details, as you can see, we're just using test data here, guys. Yeah, you'll be able to see the basic information, which is your balance transaction. This account we're currently looking at is in credit. Now, the customer is also able to make a payment if they wanted to. So, for example, obviously, this is an example. The customer will be able to make a payment of £1 if they wanted to. Again, another improvement we've made here is prior to Luca's fantastic work, the zero balance when you're using credit was you had the option to select it, and what that would do, it would confuse the customer as the page would be hung. So because this is a zero balance, you will not be able to put anything in there, so the customer ain't going to have any hanging pages. So I'm not going to go all the way through the transaction, but for argument's sake, if I wanted to make a payment of £1, I'll select the make a payment button, which would now pass over to the Civica Pay system. Bear with me. Patience. Yeah, patience, Richard. Come on, baby. Okay, as you can see, guys, yeah, this is my basket. Yeah, and if I wanted to go all the way through, I would check out now. But for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to cancel this transaction. Okay, and again, this is a great message here because the customer may actually, by mistake, hit that button, may not want to pay a payment. So what this is telling the customer is the council hasn't taken any money from their account, so there's no issue there. Right. I'm going to go to our next account here, where if I wanted to see more information, for example, the rent breakdown or the statements, I would need to log in to one account. So if you just bear with me one moment, I've prepared. Yeah, where's my windows? Right. So this account, can everyone see my screen, guys?
Yep.
Cool. Cheers, yeah, because I've got it in time. Right. If you look at this account here, we're looking at, again, guys, yeah. To get here, I've done the basic, putting in the payment reference number and postcode. As you can see, this account is actually in arrears, yeah. So it actually informs the customer of how much their arrears is and the amount they need to due. Now, if I wanted to see more information, I will need to log into one account. So this is where the customer only need to do this once, okay? So, and what that means is the customer will need to have a one account. I've already created myself a one account, hence the reason why I'm logging in. If I didn't have a one account, the customer will have to create one. Fingers crossed to remember my password. Fantastic. Well done, Richard. Now, as you can see, guys, as I've logged in with my one account, you can see that, again, this is our test account, but it's giving me more information now. For example, I can see the rent statements. If I select the button, I have a breakdown, and fantastically, we have the option to view the last 12 months. So for argument's sake, if I wanted to see 8 months worth of history, we have the filters. Again, if I wanted to see my rent breakdown, to find out how much individual items are to make my rent, again, I can see that information by just clicking on the rent breakdown screen. Another fantastic feature that we have added here, which I think is fantastic, we all agree on, where you see here where it says unlinked account. What that means is when we have customers that has moved into their new accommodations, sometimes when they come onto the system, what they find is their new rent account is not actually on the system, it's the old one. So prior to we having this new feature of unlinking account, the customer would make an inquiry, which will filter is free through ITT, sometimes even Ibrahim's team, and somebody within RCT would have to unlink that account. This feature now allows the customer to do that themselves. So I'm quite pleased with that. I'm just going to select the button out. Okay. And as you can see, we've got a fantastic message that's appearing. Your old account, your old rent account has been unlinked successfully. So for argument's sake, if I had a new rent account I wanted to link, okay. I'm hoping that's the right postcode. We shall see now. Fantastic. Can you see that, guys? I've just linked, okay, my new account. I can't think of any additional features from the demo. I've just logged out. So yeah, that's the demo, guys. I mean, I can't think of anything else that I need to show you. Have I missed anything, guys?
No, there's one thing that Ibrahim asked for. So when you initially log in via your one account on the legacy system, you would have to then put in your rent account number and postcode every time. Whereas now, when you log into your one account, it takes you straight to your home screen with your account details.
Yeah.
So it skips that step out.
Okay, I understand what you mean. But yeah, I mean, from the demo, basically, once you're logged into your one account and linked to your rent account, it's one time only. You won't have to keep linking it. I don't know if that's how it was on the old system. I don't know, Ibrahim, because being on this project, it's the first time I've seen my rent account, so it's lovely seeing it.
Yeah, you only link the one time.
Yeah.
Any questions? There's a huge audience here.
Any questions, guys? No questions? Ibrahim, are you happy with your changes?
Ibrahim, no questions.
I mean, it looks fairly straightforward to me. It looks like what an online account should be looking like, and not your kind of traditional local government stuff that's come in the past that kind of just looks like overly complicated compared to, you know, every other online account you come across in daily life.
Yeah, and it does look better than the legacy one.
Yeah.
So Luke has been working hard to get that ship shape.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot easier to support as well, just from a support point of view. I mean, again, in our team meeting, I'll be demoing this to the housing team, because the majority of the support calls, when they are logged, they are signed over to the housing team. So I can see a lot of our work would probably be just educating the customer on, guys, you know, you can unlink your account, things like that. I'm not anticipating any major problems. Yeah. So, Ibrahim, are you with us?
You're on mute.
You're on mute, mate. Your mic's mute.
He's not talking today.
Your mic's on mute. Can't hear you.
Yeah. All right. You can hear me now, yeah?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Sorry. What I was trying to say is, you know, it is not whatever it looks good, better than before, but you know, last time when I mentioned that where a customer get backdated housing benefit, and that's when it shows a negative amount to pay. I think, you know, one of the example you went in, it was showing that you need to pay minus 100 something pound, because the customer had over 200 pound housing benefit this week. So what I wanted is to put a message that if this is a negative amount, please revisit your account next week. But I know it's not our fault or your fault here. That's how the things are at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's the API returning a weird number. Yeah. We can fix it. I mean, if it's negative, I can show 0. We can show 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
I mean, put a 0 or just for them to revisit the account next week, because next week it will show a normal balance, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better having 0 than like saying, look, come back next week because the data is wrong.
Yeah.
Well, you happy with everything else?
Everything else looks very simple, better than how it was previously. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yay.
Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Take that as a thumbs up then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
All right then. Bye.
See you. Yes, see you later. Take care. All
right.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.